feeling fine. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Abimbola Olanipekun, and before I say anything, I want to sincerely thank everyone that has been watching my YouTube videos, that has been liking, commenting, sharing. The positivity I'm receiving is just mind-blowing, and I want to pause to say sincerely I am grateful. I want to consciously acknowledge everyone that has been with me on this journey so far. I want to say thank you very much. So if you're a newcomer here, my name is Abimbola Olanipekun. I film about faith, food, family, lifestyle, and everything I'm experiencing in my life as we go on. So today I want to do a cook with me video. I want to make yam and garden egg sauce, and I want to make jollof rice. I want to do it like very fast. So without further ado, let's get into cooking. The first thing I want to make is yam and garden egg sauce. This is what I'm using for my garden egg sauce. I'm going to be using meat and fish as my protein. As I'm doing it, I think I'll just be talking alongside it because I don't have time. So I'm going to quickly cut my yam. Don't follow. I'm quite in a hurry because I'm in between doing my assignments and making dinner and making food for tomorrow. So I'm trying to just do everything sharp. I don't want to cook tomorrow because I have assignments that I'm writing, and I want to finish up the assignments between this week and next week so that I can have time for other things. I'm going to add some salt to my yam. Some people usually add sugar to their yam, but for me, I'm not brought up adding sugar. I'm not brought up that way, so I don't add sugar to mine. Let me know in the comments if you add sugar to your yam and how you prefer your yam. Do you add sugar to it, or do you just boil it with salt? So I'm going to let it cook. So for the sauce, I'm using red bell pepper, I'm using green bell pepper, I'm using some frozen chilies, some scotch bonnet, I'm using some fresh tomatoes, and I'm going to use some onion as well. I'm using this eggplant. They call it aubergine here. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing it well, but that's the name I saw online. But this eggplant, we call it igbaladoro. We used to have it in our garden when I was growing up. So when I saw it here, I was so excited. And we usually use it for eating yam. You can use it for eating. You can use it to eat your yam, your plantain, your fried yam, your fried plantain, your boiled yam, your boiled plantain. You can use it to have potato. This sauce is actually very versatile and very nutritious. So I'm going to be using this sauce. I'm going to be showing you how I make this my sauce today. I've washed the eggplant. I'm going to put it inside my yam as it is boiling to soften it. That's how we do it. I really wish I have a food processor, but I do not have a food processor. I like to roughly blend my pepper mix, but because I don't have a food processor and my blender, I don't know, I don't really like when it blends. It's not going to give me what I want, so I'm going to just clean up my pepper, and I'm going to just chop it into small bits like I would like it, because if I use my blender, it might be too smooth for me. I don't want it to be smooth. I still want to be seeing my pepper inside the sauce. I want it to be roughly blended. But I do not have a food processor. I'm just going to chop it with my hands. I was back home in Nigeria, I would buy a smoked Titus fish to make this sauce. But because I don't have smoked Titus fish here, I decided to use my oven to, give it that smoky feeling in my mouth. So I put this in the oven for some minutes now. I just brought it out. I just seasoned it with just salt. I just added salt to the fish and I put it in the oven. I just wanted to have that, that ẹja yíyan feeling. Ẹja yíyan náà ni. I wanted to have that ẹja yíyan taste. That's why I put it in the oven for some minutes. So I have that smoky smoked fish taste. So I'm just going to shred it. I've cleaned it. I've put it in the oven. You can see this is what it looks like. It looks exactly like a jarino. So this is what I'm using as my meat, as my protein. This is what it looks like. Yeah, I just want that taste in my sauce. That's why I did that. Yeah, so I'm just going to shred it now. Remove all the bones and shred it. I have to be careful removing the bones because Ayanfe is going to eat this as well, and I don't want any bone poking my son's throat. Ayanfe mi pumpkin. So while all of that, I've already done my fish. I'm going to put this in the oven before my jollof rice. I'm using sweet pepper, I'm using red bell pepper, I'm using green bell pepper, I'm using mint. This pepper is called mint. No, leave it, Ayanfe. I'm using mint pepper, and I'm using scotch bonnet and some tomatoes. I'm going to put this in the oven to just, grill. You can use this method instead of boiling your pepper. You can grill it like this. And the taste was amazing the first time I tried it. I saw it on YouTube as well, and I decided to try it, and it was really nice. I didn't need to boil my pepper anymore after this process. So I'm going to put this away in the oven now. Right now my yam has been boiling for a while. Can you see that? I'm going to take out the garden egg sauce now. I said the garden egg sauce. I'm going to take out the garden egg. I'm taking out the garden egg. Yeah. And then leave the yam to continue boiling. So I'm just going to cut out this part of the eggplant. Some people call this thing garden egg, some people call it eggplant. I beg, anyone you call it, let me know in the comments. I call it garden egg, but I've heard people call it eggplant. I've heard people call it. So I'm just going to chop it roughly like this into bits. I'm not mashing it. I don't want to mash it. If I still want to see it inside the sauce. Now I feel like I should have bought 2 of these. I just felt like it's big enough. Some people usually remove the back of this eggplant before they cook it, but I don't. I think my mom does, but I don't, because I believe that every part of plants is supposed to be consumed. Yeah, even for corn, usually we throw away that husk of the corn, but every part of a plant is actually very, very good and very nutritious. What is it, my son? Do you want mommy to back you? You're hungry. Don't worry, food will be ready soon. I wanted to use palm oil. and the palm oil is still sleeping, and I'm in a hurry. I want to cook. See what I'm doing? I had to put it close to the oven so that the thing can melt on time. What is your problem? You this palm oil. This is hard work. I managed to get out the quantity I need for my sauce, so I'm going to allow this heat up for a while, and then I'm going to add my onion, and then I'm going to add the chopped peppers and tomato, and then allow that to fry for some time. I'm going to be adding some grounded crayfish, and I'm also going to be adding some fish powder as well, just for extra fish tastes. All these are optional though. You can, this one thing about these sauces, you can do it as you like. I'm adding meat to it, but when we cook it when I was growing up, we don't even add meat. We don't add meat. We add a jagbi there. That's dried fish, and that's all the protein we usually use to add. And sometimes we don't even add any protein, and we eat it that way, and it comes out as nice as we like. So it's totally up to you, whatever you want to add. I've not seen this bowl. Wait till you find this here. My sisters and brothers, my kitchen is smelling food. My kitchen is smelling canteen. My kitchen is smelling buka as we speak. So if you notice, I've not added any salt, and I've not added any seasoning, because the fish, I have already seasoned the fish with salt. And the beef that I boiled as well, I've seasoned with salt and some Maggi, so some stock cubes. So I'm going to test it now. If I need to add more salt or more seasoning, this is the moment I am going to add it to it. Instead, I don't think I need to add any seasoning, so I'm just going to put my already mashed garden egg sauce, garden egg or eggplant, whatever you call it, or aubergine, or whatever. I'm adding some onion as well, and then I'm going to reduce the temperature and give it a very good mix. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to plate it now with some yam and have it cooked. Before I proceed to making my jollof rice, my brothers and sisters, come and join me in this goody of a meal. I wish there's somebody here to come and taste this food for me. Don't come and taste this delicious meal. It's so delicious. And I'm not saying that because I'm the one that made it. I'm saying that because it is true. It is delicious. You can totally enjoy this sauce with boiled yam, boiled potato, fried potato, boiled plantain, fried plantain, even with rice, boiled rice. You can enjoy this sauce with it, and it's very nutritious. The way I'm taking it, you take everything, you take the fish, the garden egg, the sauce, everything, eat it at once. This is still one of our favorite meals when I was growing up. Igba aladoro. Igba aladoro. Domire Igba aladoro domire. Igba aladoro domire. Ọmọ Yorùbá ni mí o, swagger. I get too much swagger. This is the practical example of you will eat the fruit of your labor. I am currently eating the fruit of my labor before anyone else. Before, when I cook, I'm not usually able to eat the fruit, but now, I am very grateful. Mama, eat.
On some days, this is the only way I get Ayofe to eat. Going and coming. Anyway, this is where I'm going to stop this video for today. I'm going to do a separate video for the jollof rice because I don't want this video to be too long. Thank you so much for always watching my video. Till I see you next time. Bye bye.